This is the one thing you're doing that is ruining your chances to move on and heal from that toxic person or the narcissist. Now, not everybody is a narcissist. We all know that. But for those of us who have dealt with narcissistic individuals, we know what we're talking about. So, if you're dealing with a narcissist or a very, very toxic person, this is one thing you're doing that is ruining your chances. And you will be doing this for years on end, and nothing's going to change. And that one thing is you're making excuses for them. We've all been there. You're not wrong for this. We're not judging. We listen, we don't judge. But I'm telling you right now, as someone who's been there, you're making excuses for that narcissist and it's preventing you from moving on. And here's the sick thing about it: the narcissist is going to take any chance they get to slander your name, to assassinate your character, to smear you, to just make you look bad in public. Every single chance they get, they'll use the things that they're doing but tell people that you're doing it. But then here you are on the flip side, you're making excuses for them for every single bad behaviors. So you're making them look good as they're making you look bad and making you look crazy. So the narcissist will do something toxic or abusive, and they're telling their camp, telling their tribe, telling their people that you're the one who either did it or caused them to do it. But you, on the other hand, are telling your people that, oh, maybe it's because of his childhood. He had a bad day at work. He had a bad upbringing. He didn't live with his dad, didn't live with his mom. His mom was abusive. You're making all of these excuses for them, and you're just helping them build their cases against you. I always tell you guys that the narcissist is always building a case. They are forever victims. They are never, ever the bad guy. And they'll go out of their way to prove to everybody that they are the victim. And you're playing into that by making excuses for them. It is not your job to fix the narcissist. It is not your job to raise a grown man. Again, both ways. Narcissism goes both ways. Men can be narcissistic, women can be narcissistic. I'm speaking from a woman standpoint, so I say him a lot. It is not your job to raise a grown man. You're not a therapist, so it's not your job to fix them. It is not your job to do any of that. You need to focus on yourself, because the more you pour into this person and give them your time, your energy, and try to fix them and help them and heal them, the more they're going to resent you. That's just how they're built. There's nothing you can do to fix them. There is nothing you can do to change them. So once you realize who you're really dealing with, the best thing you can do for yourself is to pour that energy back into yourself and fix yourself. You have control of you. You don't have control of them. You can't dictate or predict what they're going to do next, but you can do that for yourself. You can choose your actions. You can choose not to react. You can choose to stay. You can choose to leave. You can choose to go no contact. You can choose what you want to do. But a lot of you stick around and make excuses for them as they're basically ruining your life and your character. And this is what's stopping you from healing. Even when a lot of you move on from the narcissist, you continue to make excuses for them. Well, maybe if I did this, maybe if I did that, maybe if I acted better. And you're trying to tell people all of the horrible things that happened when you were with this person. You want people to believe you, but here you are making excuses for them. So that's kind of confusing for everybody else. And this is why sometimes it's hard to believe the victim, because we make so many excuses for them when we're with them. Sometimes when we leave them or when they leave us, we continue to make them look good. And then all of a sudden, when it's not working, like when we can't get them back, and they're not hoovering us back or coming back to us, now we want to tell the story how it really happened. Well, guess what? That's confusing. It's confusing for the audience. It's confusing for the listener, because you just sat there and praised this man this whole relationship. You lied about him buying you the car. You lied about him taking you to fancy trips. You lied about everything you did for yourself and said that he did it, right? Now you're trying to flip the story. You look crazy. And that was the plan the whole time. See, the narcissists, they know what they're doing. They're very smart individuals. They know you're lying for them. They know that you're sticking up for them. They know that you're making them look good. Instead of them doing the same for you, they're actually doing the exact opposite, so that when push comes to shove, the The two story goes together. When they're telling people that you were crazy, you are mad, you're ungrateful, you're the narcissist, you're this, you're that, you're that. And you're also telling people, or you are on the other side telling people he's really a good guy. He did this. He took me out to dinner. He did this. When push finally comes to shove, which it's usually when you break up and you're trying to, I guess you are trying to get back to them, but they don't want to get back with you because they already smeared your name to everybody. It's going to make sense to everybody else. Their story is going to make sense because everything they said about you, you protected them from those things. Now all of a sudden you're trying to tell people that they are the bad guy. So that's why sometimes, again, it's confusing for people. So the sooner you realize that there is no amount of love you can pour into this person to fix them, the better for you. You got to focus on you. Focus on yourself. Focus on working on you. Focus on healing you. Put all of that energy into yourself instead of wasting your time and trying to fix somebody. It is not your job. The only person who can fix those people is Jesus himself. Not even their own mama can fix them, okay? Their mom can't even, sometimes they're even narcissistic because of their parents. So I say all of that to say, if you want to be on your healing journey and you want to take your power back and you want to be yourself again, it's time to start pouring into yourself, because you are letting yourself fall for all of the lies, the gaslighting, the projection, and then you're also helping them by trying to lie for them and make them look better. All right? People are not going to believe you when push comes to shove, and you don't want that. You want to be heard and sympathized with, if that's a word. Yeah, it is. But you want to be heard by people when it's finally time to tell your story. So the best thing you can do is stop lying for them. If you don't have anything to say, don't say it at all, but don't go out of your way to lie for them to make them look better, because it's going to work in their favor later. Pour back into yourself. Follow me for more if you like these kind of content. Click the link in my bio to follow me on YouTube. You can also book a one-on-one coaching call with me. The link is in the bio. Let me know if you've had any kind of experience like this below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.